honeys, it's Yolz and welcome back to my channel. We are having some lunch today and I thought, can I just ask him if we could do a mukbang? We've been planning a couple of videos together and I thought it would be a good time to just casually chill and chat. There's a couple of questions that I get all the time via my DMs, and today I selected one in particular, which is about starting a business from a zero base. So a lot of, especially young black entrepreneurs, want to start a business, but it's difficult to actually just go ahead and do your own thing because you're thinking, what do? I don't have any money. Do I need startup capital? Do I need a set of investors? Do I need to know people to actually start this thing? How do I start from a zero base? So I thought it would be a good topic to do, but obviously because I'm very casual, I don't want to be too formal about this. I thought while we're eating, we can delve into it. Oh, Lambi. Oh, should hi. You didn't even say hi to the people.
Hey guys.
He's hungry.
Hungry, man.
Okay, let's eat.
And being recorded while eating,
Awkward.
talking while eating, it's something else. But hey,
We talk all the time though while we eat.
yeah.
What we end expose and
But the thing is, no. Ubiza banya band.
Hey there, it's y'all's channel.
What you having?
Okay, Simply Asia. It's the 514 noodles, but the beef.
The beef.
Beef
Oh,
stews.
I'm having
Yeah.
the same thing in chicken. I thought you said this is not hot, love.
It's mild, but you know Simply Asia though.
Yo, mild and hot. Okay, so I'm gonna start with. Actually, let me not start because apparently in our previous Q&A, you guys said I answered too much of the questions, or too many of the questions. Sorry, English. So, don't you want to start introducing what you actually do? Yes, we both work from home, but I think that's all my viewers know. Do you want to let us in on what you do and yeah, how you started your company?
Okay, cool. My company's name is Techno Structures. Basically what we do provide from design, in terms of architectural design, right up to construction services. So yeah, reason why I obviously started it with what I can do and what I can do right now. All I needed was my laptop and knowledge. I studied architecture and project management, so I could really do all of that purely from being at home, my PC, and yeah, that's how I started.
Okay, cool. So you guys know what I do. I am a full-time YouTuber, and the way I make money is either through sponsored videos, through sponsored content here on YouTube or on Instagram. That's mainly what I do, and there's various ways of me making money. I have mentioned it in my micro influencer video, which I will link down in the description box below if you want to know that, but I'm trying not to talk too much in this video because so baby, if somebody wants to start a business, how does one start with zero capital?
How does one start with zero capital?
Yeah, does it have to depend on the specific business? I mean, obviously with services it's much easier. Like for instance, you can start a consulting company at a zero base. You do need the internet. Most businesses nowadays do need the internet, and that's not always free, but it can be a taxi away, you know, like a Starbucks for instance. And then you get there, you have your phone, you can sort of start your business that way. If you have a laptop and you're lucky enough to, you know, have internet at home, then you can actually do it from home.
Yeah.
But from zero capital, as in start making big money without having the big capital.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to create any misconceptions that starting a business, you are out there and you're making big
Millions.
money.
Yeah, that's true.
From the get-go. Because I mean, on my side, I obviously started my company, as you know, purely from having enough cash to sustain myself in terms of a salary. And then with that, trying now to obviously get clients that people that I already built relationships with from my previous work, and then from those saying, okay guys, listen, this is what I'm doing, how can I add value to your current companies? So I just don't want to be starting it from like, hey, starting a business and then you're already making big money.
You're not. I mean, yeah, it takes time.
A lot of people do that. I mean, we also obviously still there of trying to make that big money. But one can really just start with what you're good at,
Yeah.
and
Use
what it
your
is.
network, like you said, actually.
Yeah, using purely the business that you want to run. Is it something that you feel that it's viable? Would it be something that you can start while you're working, while you're in your 9 to 5, and trying to just build the traction of saying, okay, this is my market, these are the people that I'm going to service, and with that you're able to see with time, okay, this is worthwhile going through and running the business from a day-to-day basis. I think those are the crux that one actually needs to really think about.
Yeah.
Before saying, okay, I'm leaving my 9 to 5, starting my own thing, only to realize
I don't have
3
income.
months down
Still,
the line,
yeah.
you don't have an income, you've got bills to pay. First, you need to cover those bases. Know where you're going to be getting your income for the next 3 months, next 6 months.
But what happens if you don't have a job? You know, we're living in a country where people don't have jobs. Do you maybe have to take something ubambelele for a bit?
It's pretty hard to say, because ultimately one needs to know what's good for them.
Yeah.
Each person, we're all different. Our approach will always be different. So one actually needs to have a look at, in terms of, could I actually collaborate with people that I've studied with? Most likely. For us, common minds, we know that yes, maybe 3 or 4 of us are not working, but we're able to service people in what you've studied, or you notice that there's a common need where you're staying. So just looking how you can collaborate as friends or as people that you studied with to provide a service. If it's going to be even a business that you guys are running, what need can you serve to the community? Starting right where you're at. From there on, you're able to see, okay, we can actually utilize what we've studied in providing the business to service those needs. Because I mean, small businesses really, you look at what need
can you
satisfy.
Yeah.
And once you find that niche, you look at, then from there you're able to see, okay, how then do I get clients? That's really how you get to start up with business. Because you look at the Walk Fresh one went to with washing sneakers.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Someone who studied varsity at UJ still decided, listen, this is a need. People are constantly having
and
sneakers
no one's
that
doing
needs
that.
to be cleaned. And ran through, that's a business model that's working with him, for him, and he's able to employ people. Working from home, yes, now he's got far as having an office containerized, but collecting people's shoes at different places. That's a model that's working, and all that was starting where he is and looking what need the community that he
without
could service.
actually needing millions to start off.
Absolutely not, because he could either do that or just basically in the basin.
Like that. It's actually so incredible.
It's really just getting out there, because I mean, a lot of us, we really think that big business, big money comes with starting massive companies, and you needing all the sort of capital from your seeders, your IDTs and all N1s, you know. But this is someone who said, here's a need.
Let me start with what I have.
This is what I've got. Let's start from there. And now he's working with a model that works.
So start with identifying the need, obviously, like any other business.
Yeah.
And then utilize your network. If you have a degree, or you've studied and you're sitting at home, or even if you haven't studied at all but you're sitting at home, there are people around you that you can network with. And then obviously collaboration. It makes it so much cheaper to reach out to somebody that you know and say, hey, can we do this? In that way, you're benefiting both that party and yourself without using a lot of money.
Correct. No, definitely. And you're able to also bounce off ideas from each other, and having perspective as well. If you were actually to sit with some like-minded people and actually share an idea and see then from there how you can actually monetize that idea and be able to make money from that. So sitting and having those like-minded people around you, sitting with the conversations, collaborating and seeing, now someone can totally give you a perspective that you didn't have at all on how actually the business could be running.
Kopano said at the Club She Is workshop that I went to, was that you need to have a business model that allows you to have an entry level, a medium level and a high level income generating business within the business. So in other words, or income generating products. In other words, if I did online consultations, for instance, or actually consultations, so let's say I did hair consultations, building a digital business is much easier to start off with. I could do ebooks, for instance, and sell them for 50 Rand online. People can download this, and all it takes is my knowledge, putting that down on paper and selling that online. And that's an entry-level business that anyone else can actually afford, right? So now you're in the affordable market space where people can afford your product cheaply, and you're building yourself up to somewhere where, okay, cool, my medium product is my one-on-one consultations, or group consultations, for instance, where you pay 200 bucks with friends. I come to you and I consult whatever consultation it could be. It doesn't have to be hair. Then my money maker could actually be hosting talks, hosting shows, hosting one-on-one consultations, where I could maybe even charge 500, 600 Rand per consultation. Do you know what I mean? And in that way, you've got 3 different models that are generating 3 levels of income, but are also touching different markets at the same time. So you're also getting the bread and butter that you need. So you're getting your bread from your 50 Rand ebooks. You're getting your medium income that can get you from A to B in terms of transport and that kind of thing. And then you're getting your money maker from premium clients who are willing to pay 600 Rand for consultations. And in that way, you're getting your big check, your 10, your 20, your 30K a month. You know what I mean? But those things take time. That's the business that's probably going to take the longest, or the model that's going to take the longest. Kind of like
actually to develop those people that are willing to pay that price.
Exactly, and to create the value.
Yeah.
For people to actually trust you enough with their 600 Rand.
Correct. But you need to start somewhere, and I guess that's why from inception you're able to have your entry level. So okay, this is where I'm at, and then people actually trusting you with that, you're able to now say, okay, you know what I'm capable of doing. You know the quality. So from there on, are you actually willing to pay what it's actually worth?
Correct.
Yeah.
So Cakes, now that you have the business, say you've collaborated with somebody and you guys have this brilliant idea, how do you get clients?
I'll use the case study again of Walk Fresh. The awesome thing about word of mouth, it costs you nothing. So from there you are able now to have people, for instance, if someone now washed your sneakers, like, hey, no, someone say, hey, your sneakers are looking fresh. You're like, oh no, I washed them by
Walk
Fresh. So that's how you're able to get your clientele growing. Because I mean, starting purely again with your immediate friends, and then branching it out in terms of family and family friends, and then from there on it's purely going to be growing from there.
Big circle.
That's from the simplest way that I can take it from.
Leverage on your circle. I think that's what I'm getting out of this. Like, leverage on the people that you work with. The referral business has always worked with that model. Tell someone and someone else will tell somebody, and if you've done a great job, that word will spread and spread. And now we've got things like social media that make it even easier for us to, you know, get the word out there. Create an Instagram page if your business is in line with that. Not all businesses need to be Instagram popular businesses, you know. Other things could work with platforms like Brown Sense on Facebook, different groups, you know, mom groups, if it's a mom business, if it's hiring out maternity clothes. I found the struggle. I mean, I wish there was a business like that. There's so many things that you can do out there.
And what I'd also like to add with that is, don't take for granted the power of relationship building. Relationship building is so key in business. That there's a point where your price might not be the cheapest in the market, but because of the relationship that you have built with that person, that person is willing to buy your goods, your service it might be more expensive than everybody else, but they know the quality that they're getting is on point, and the relationship that they have with you is the one that makes them to keep coming back to you, and keeping in mind and in line with the market, and always just improving what you can do as a business is always key.
Yeah, so keep learning, keep researching, and always try advancing yourself at all times, so that you always have an edge in your industry, you always have an edge in your business, and that you sound like you have an edge when you're talking to clients. So we'll definitely do another segment of like the business end of things, because we are a house of entrepreneurs. We are work from home parents. Fezi has entrepreneurial parents, and if you want to be in the similar space, it's not easy. Ask away and we'll be here to assist you in any other way.
That's perfectly fine.
And on that note, Fezi has ended this video clearly. Yes. Give this video a massive thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment and ask away in the comment section, and we'll be sure to answer those questions in December. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We reached 20K! Yeah. Thank you guys so much for that. I love you guys so much, and I hope you enjoyed our mukbang. Baby, thank you for joining me. He spoke more. Don't say I spoke this time.
I tried.
You did. Thank you, lovey.
Cool. No worries.
Bye guys.